It's your favorite African. Cool. Comics talking shit.
Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Welcome to another edition of Comics Talking Shit. I'm your host, Kui Genti. Welcome to the show. We have a stacked lineup, guys. We have a music act, and we have a phenomenal comedian who's going to be on the show, and I have a co-host that's going to do the show with me, and I'm pretty excited about her, man. I love her to death. I've been knowing her for over 9 years, man. She is hilarious to me. She's doing a guest co-host with me, my friend, Gloria B.
Hey, hello everybody. How you doing? Hey, Koo.
What's up, girl? What's up? Before we get our little thing going, I got to bring up a music act to kind of just set the mood.
Yes.
Get the mood going, get our juices flowing and stuff, because I feel like music kind of blesses the show. And
it does. It absolutely does.
So this lady right here, she's the other half of Music Garage, man. They're phenomenal music act, and I cannot wait to interview them as well on the show. But for right now, she's going to perform a song for us. Give it up for Leah.
Hi, everybody. Hey, Koo. Hey, Gloria. We're going to do a little tune. We're going to do a little old Motown. To bless the show, is that what you said? Baruch atah Adonai. Here we go. I don't want nobody always sit there being my man. I don't want nobody always sitting there looking at me and that man, being my mother, my brother, or my sister. Would you believe? God, help me find. Go out and help me find someone who loves them if I can. Yes, I will. Now, I don't mind company, because company's all right with me every once in a while. Yes, it is. I don't mind company, because company's all right with me every once in a while. Yeah. But oh, when me and that man get to looking, dig you girls, but I dig ya, but I just don't have time to sit and chit-chat and smile. Well, don't send me no doctor. Fill me up all those pills. I got me a man named Dr. Feelgood. Oh, that man takes care of all my pains and my ills. His name is Dr. Feelgood. In the morning, taking care of business is really this man's game. And after one visit from Dr. Feelgood, you understand what Feelgood is his name. Oh, good God Almighty, the man sure makes me feel real good.
Wow, that was
Yes, get it, boo. You sound like the H on the end.
I know. You're a sister. You're a
Thank you.
not a sister. A sister. That's what you
Yes.
Very different things. Very different things.
That is amazing. That's amazing. Before I bring up the rest of my guests, guys, I need to pay a word for the sponsors. So I'm about to pay my bills right quick. So word for my sponsors.
This is the thing. Mitigation is for every case. Those character letters can really go a long way in a criminal case, given to the DA or given to the judge in considering the punishment. And I teach people about criminal defense sentencing, how to write a character letter, what to put in the letter, what not to put in the letter, who gets the letter, why do these letters even matter, how do we empower the decision maker, whether it's a DA or a judge, to give mercy to our loved one or to ourselves. You know, how do we empower them to give us or give that person grace? You don't necessarily always know the why behind the crime. And if you're curious enough to want to find out, then you're also opening up yourself to the possibility of having compassion. Koo, thank you so much for letting me sponsor your show.
Another sponsor of Comics Talking Shit is Old Humble Distilled Company Whiskey, available at every Total Wine and Specs in Texas. Don't forget to get your whiskey at Old Humble Distilled Company Whiskey today at Total Wine and Specs. All right, guys, like I said, man, we do have a stacked lineup. I'm pretty excited, Gloria. Are you excited about our lineup tonight?
I stay excited, Koo. You know me. I am just excited, even in the midst of all of this craziness.
I know, it's a lot of crazy stuff. So you're doing a guest co-host, so you have a segment called your top 3 stories that you want to cover with me. What is the stories you got for me?
Yes, the top 3 stories. So, Candy Burris from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Just pull her up. So just in case people don't know who she is.
Yeah, let's get a look at Miss Candy. Oh, that's a beautiful look at her. Wow.
Her and her husband.
And hubby Todd. So recently, Candy helped him celebrate his birthday.
Okay.
Strippers in glass boxes. That was to make sure that they were social distancing. Okay. So they were, and they rented out Bowlmore. And transformed it into a red light district.
So they did it in their house. That's in their house, right?
Yeah. Have you ever been to a red light district?
No, I should.
Okay. Well,
have you been to a red house? Have you been to a red light district, Gloria? Because I know you used to be in the military, so you did a lot.
And that's what I was going to say. So when I went to Amsterdam, amazing, by the way, some things to see there. But anyway, the red light district blew my mind. Literally walked
there, but I'm not going to tell you that because I'm trying to keep it PG-13.
Look, it was crazy. You walk on the street corridor, and it truly is. And these women are in the window. Go up to the window, open the day. Yes, it's craziness.
Well, shit, they do that shit in New Orleans. If you go on Bourbon Street, that's our little red light district right there, but it's on a low budget scale. It's on a low budget.
I have never been to New Orleans.
What? Okay. All right. Next time we come back to Houston, we're going to New Orleans for like a day. I don't care. We're taking that trip to New Orleans. I need you to see Bourbon Street. Bourbon Street is a broke man version of red light district. That's basically.
And I just want to eat.
Broke man version of that. Food. New Orleans got food, alcohol, drugs, whatever you want. They got it. We got it.
All kinds of debauchery.
That's it. What your vice is, New Orleans has it.
All right. Well, I need that in my life.
Cool. What's the other story?
So yeah, Meghan Markle, since we're talking about birthdays, Meghan Markle helped Prince Harry celebrate his 35th birthday by recreating their Botswana experience. Apparently, he took her to Botswana for their first date. Yeah.
Fucking baller alert, right?
What? Where do you get a man like that? Not that it's all about the money, but I'm just saying, on a first date, we going to Botswana? So you go have my passport ready?
Yeah, he didn't take it to he didn't take it to Luby's or fucking 5-star restaurant. He said, no, I'm taking it to the whole country.
To Botswana. And so to repay him for that, and she said he loved it so much, she recreated the entire experience in their backyard.
God damn it.
Must be nice, huh?
Yeah, so she had the whole Lion King in the backyard. That's right, what she did.
Everything, complete with giraffes and the whole nine.
It's just, but that's how rich you are when you watching something on TV. Go, you know what, baby? I'm gonna do that for you one day. Just do this whole little setup right there.
No, right? Isn't that crazy? But when you have money like that, you can just let's see how creative we can be.
That's insane, man. That's insane. What's your next story? What you got?
Simon Cowell just underwent surgery. Yeah. Old Simon.
Oh, boy.
So Simon broke his back, okay? Testing out some new electric bicycle in the courtyard of his home. And he fell off and broke his back. So people from his camp say that he's recovering well. He's had surgery and it's all good.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. Because I feel like celebrities are not handling this quarantine well. Like, they're not handling this well at all. Yeah, I feel like they just don't know what to do with their rich self. Like, what am I going to do? That's right. Let me ride an electrical bike and break my back. Because I feel like this is a bad thing. I think he was probably on some mushroom or some acid. He was doing some kind of fucking drug that made him break his back. He's always been fit for like 20 years. So him break his back on a bicycle, he was doing some kind of drug. He ain't talking about it. Right, Simon?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think him and Randy tried the same diet, whatever it is. Because, you know, Randy Jackson lost a lot of weight, too.
Yeah, but he don't look right, though. Randy don't look right. Randy really got that gangster. He looked like he got that gangster. Anyway, on that note, guys, I am so excited to bring our panel guests. They are phenomenal people. My first guest, you just saw her. Give it up for Leah.
Leah.
I feel like you need to change your name to Sister now. Like, Sister.
Yes, Sister Finkelstein. I think it's it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I love it. All right, it's your other half of the music garage. Give it up for Heather Stewart.
Hi.
Wow.
It's Sister Finkelstein, the Catholic Jew.
Wow.
Perfect.
I am 30% Italian according to the 23andMe. So
Oh, there you go.
there it is.
Okay.
All right. I have my last guest, man. This guy he has his own podcast, man. He's a phenomenal comedian, man. They're very funny. Barry Laminack.
Hey, what's happening? How goes it? Yeah, everybody's like, oh, boo, it's a token white guy. Get out of here. There goes the diversity on this show. Shit.
You know, I already ruined it.
Well, I mean, okay, there you go. Fair enough.
How are you guys holding up? Who want to go first? How you guys feeling?
Oof.
Sure,
Yeah.
Heather, you go first. You look like you're ready.
How am I holding up? I love it when people ask me this question because I always go, it's a plague, so I'm good. I feel grateful. I'm healthy. I still have a job. So that's where I go, yeah, I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
What about you, Leah? How are you holding up?
You know, it's funny. Heather and I were working on something the other day, and I turned to her and I was like, "What time is it? Thursday?" That's how I'm doing. It's like what Heather said. I'm okay. My husband's a live sound engineer.
Oh, sweet. That's fine.
There's no concerts, so that's been so there's stress, but we're really I'm thankful that I have work and we're figuring it out. We all have to figure it out and try not to go insane as much as we can. So and we're okay, and thank you for asking.
Oh, no doubt. What about you, Barry?
I am a 46-year-old married man with no kids, no life, and no friends. I feel like this is my time to shine. Like I have been preparing to quarantine my whole life.
Wow.
I'm excelling right now. I mean, short of just having stacks of rice, I'm kind of like a prepper in that I've been doing this, staying home, playing video games, eating, getting fat. Yeah. Everybody else now knows what it feels like to be me. So.
What about you, Gloria? How you holding up?
I'm, like everybody else, it's trying to navigate and not freak out, because at the end of the day, what's going to happen is going to happen. Right. But this whole, I need to add this to my resume now because I'm a teacher. Homeschooling. Right?
Yeah.
All crazy and insane. And just, doing checks in on my baby to make sure he's all right, because the babies are affected by this and they may not know how to express that.
Right.
But yeah, I'm doing all right though. I haven't gained any quarantine weight, so I'm happy about that. Yeah.
You can have some of mine.
Yeah, we'll send you ours.
That's okay. I'll treat those just like those mysterious packages coming from China. Return to sender.
That's so funny. But look, every time I have my guests here, I always ask them this question. If you since the whole lockdown with the quarantine, have you learned anything new about yourself? Like, have you picked up any kind of other trade? Like Gloria, she's not a teacher. Do you guys pick up any other trade? It's like, okay, I didn't know I haven't had that in me.
Good question.
I can hold a lot of booze.
I can second that.
That's funny. What about you? What you learned about yourself, Heather?
I'm kind of in agreement. I'm married and no kids, and I normally work from home. So I was like, I'm fine. I don't need people.
Right. My life has not changed. Not zero. Not six.
No, I mean, I do miss going out to a restaurant now and again. But I watch my stories at night and drink my booze, and
hey man,
that's about that.
It's not a bad life, though. That's really not a bad life. What about you, Barry? Have you learned anything?
I learned that if you talk to a cat long enough, it doesn't feel weird anymore. I learned that. It's just me and the big guy over there. And the wife's a nurse, and she's out working all day. So I also learned that I can get fired pretty easily, too, from a radio gig. So
that's right. I didn't want to bring it up. Right?
No, it's okay. It was kind of public knowledge since it was radio, so everybody knows. So, it's I haven't really learned a lot about myself. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just started a show and play video games. I'm literally a 13-year-old. I'm on YouTube and Twitch. I am a 13-year-old. So
okay.
That is so let me get this straight. So all three are all married, correct?
Yes.
And then you guys are having happy relationships? Are you guys getting closer because of this, or it's kind of been like they're tired of each other, y'all shit? Which is it?
Is my wife watching this? I feel like this is a setup. I feel like this was all a big long con. She probably paid you all to be in on this just so she can get me on air being like, nah, I'm pretty fucking miserable right now. If I'm being just between us gals, oh my God. No, she works all the time, so it ain't bad.
That's awesome. What about you, Heather?
Well, I'm drinking some water with my CBD tincture drops in it, and that stands for cranky bitch drops. So,
okay.
It just calms everything down,
So it calms everything down for you for your marriage. It calms you down
because he works from home too. So
so you guys are like there 24/7.
Yeah, and he's also like an actor and a producer, and he talks really loud. And I have my dog in here, and she's always licking her genitals, and I'm trying to work, and he's like talking all over. So I take my cranky bitch drops, and it's fine.
Right. Leah, what about you? Is your husband tired of your ass yet, or no?
I'm sure he is. Every once in a while, we're a very loud household of two. So every once in a while, he'll read something in the news and be like, "Oh my God!" and then come running in and showing me, and then we yell about it, and then he runs off and watches another video of either the news or animals being rescued. That's what we do with our time now.
That's a good mix of stuff. The news and animals getting rescued.
All of it. Yeah. It's all news.
Or skateboarding. Actually, he is an avid skateboarder.
Really?
So if he starts to get really cooped up, he does longboarding. So he does downhill skateboarding.
Uh-huh.
Not bad for a 50-year-old dude. So.
I was gonna say, so like my wife, you're also married to a grown child. That's cool.
That's exactly it.
The proper term is man-child.
Man-child.
Is that is that a beer? The can looks funny. What is that?
Oh, that's just a Diet Coke there.
Okay, I was looking at the stripe on the side. I was like,
I mean, I have
Look
plenty
at that.
of whiskey. Do we need to? Are we
Oh,
drinking on this show? 'Cause I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm in my
No.
office.
Turkey.
No, I'm drinking. I got my alcohol right now. Hell yeah.
By the way, cool. If you want, I'll just drink from one of your sponsors there. I can
Thank
do
you,
that
please.
as well. Oh, Rumble.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you
So,
guys arrange for that? That was nice.
No, I did not. This is actually pure.
they were nice enough to give me a bottle of this. They
There you
are
go. Shout out
good
to
people
Joe Freedom,
around
man.
these parts.
Really good guy.
So it's whatever.
Sweet. Hell yeah. Let's drink. He drank for the bottle. He drank straight for the bottle.
That looks good.
I have no glass.
That's how I've drank this whole bottle. Is just straight from it.
That's hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's get to the stories. That's why we're here, guys. First story, guys. The number one song in the country. Well, was the number one song, but anyway, this was the number one song in the last couple of days. Cardi B has a song with Megan Thee Stallion. I hope you guys know who they are.
Yes.
If you don't know them, this is the picture of them. This is actually the video picture from them, the video. So Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B has a song called WAP, which means wet ass pussy. So
That is not what
that's the name of the
I
song.
thought it was a racial slur. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, wow,
I did
they're
too.
getting aggressive.
I was
And
like,
then I
wow.
watched the video, and I was like,
Right.
oh, okay.
Okay, so the song's called Wet Ass Pussy. And obviously, a lot of people are losing their shit because they say, Cardi B, you're a mother. You can't be talking about wet ass pussy on wax. It's not becoming a mother. And what's really, really standing out in the video, because I can't play video because Facebook will shut me down, they have Kylie
Right.
Jenner in the video. She is in the video, but she's not rapping. She's just in there. So they gave her like a little 20 seconds of moment in the video. So they have some black people that are pissed off about her being in the video. They're basically saying she's a cultural vulture and she's a colonizer and she's culturally appropriating black people's music. And this is lady named Nene from YouTube created a petition to her image off the video. They want her out of that mud. And the interesting part, when they asked Cardi B why she came up with that song, Wet Ass Pussy, she said that she was horny as hell when she came up with the title, and this might be her horniest song ever.
Wow. What a coincidence, because after watching it, I was horny as hell. So that kind of all makes sense. Don't watch that video in sweatpants, guys. Just a heads up. It's one of those sit down in your jeans. Just don't stand for a while.
What about you, Heather?
Koo, you answered my question whether we could curse on the podcast or not.
Absolutely.
I was like, that's what WAP stands for. This is what I think. I think Kylie Jenner has how many followers?
At one
One.
point, she was like the richest person on Instagram at one point.
You have a cameo by Kylie Jenner.
Right.
It's not about race anymore. It's not about any of that. That is about dollar signs and eyeballs.
Right.
Dollar signs and eyeballs. People watching it and making money. And I mean, I don't know if they're friends or not, but if Kylie Jenner said she wanted to be in my video, I would be like, please.
Please,
Please.
I need the followers. Please give it to me.
Yes.
Let's be real, though. Let's be real.
Hold up, Bear.
Okay, my bad.
What about you, Leah?
I have so many things. Firstly, are we getting upset about the word pussy again? Because I think that with that ship has sailed. But it's funny. You showed me the picture of Cardi B and
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion.
That, yes. So I dropped a bunch of acid in college once, and the hallway in my dorm room looked just like that. No, that's what that reminded me of.
Even with the big boobs on the wall.
Funny. What about you, Gloria? What's your take on that?
Oh, Lord.
Because you're a mother, obviously. So what's your take on her doing?
Well, okay. So she obviously has experienced that. Otherwise, she wouldn't be a mother. You gotta think about this. She's she was a former stripper. So very comfortable with her sexuality. Like for her to write a song like this, nobody should be surprised. Like you're talking about Cardi B. Now, if somebody like Beyonce came out with a song like that, it might be a little bit, well, hold up. But that's all part of her. You know what I mean? It is very raunchy, very racy. I haven't seen the video because I didn't need to. I saw just clips from it. And I was like, oh my gosh, her boobs look like missiles. Like, oh my God. So there's no need for me to see that because I got the gist of it. But I think she was just doing what men rappers have been doing forever.
Facts. Now, Barry, you have something to say?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I don't feel like this is the worst video a Kardashian has been in with an African American. If I'm thinking about, there's one video where I think people should have been more upset than this.
Okay, all right.
We didn't have to look at Ray J's penis in this one, is my point. Thank God.
Barry, did you see that video?
Oh, like 1,000 times. Are you kidding me? Like 1,000 times. Come on. Did I see it?
He's like, come on, I'm married. Of course I seen the video.
Of course I saw it.
Come on.
I saw it and I'm married.
Okay, so here's a plot twist, guys. This is a plot twist. So there's actually another petition to put Viola Davis as a replacement in the video instead of Kylie Jenner.
Y'all are wrong. Y'all are wrong.
So Viola Davis posted a picture of a fan, like put her face on Kylie's body, and this is it right here. Boom.
That's amazing.
Get it, B. Get it, B. Killing them.
Wow.
Viola actually shared that post because she thought it was hilarious. She said, "Yeah, I'll be in the video. Why not?" But she got to get the body first. But yeah, she said she will be in the video.
She has the money. She can get the body.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She just has to just say, let me work out for a little bit and I'll be right back.
Let me work out, get a couple of doctors to help me out. I'll see you out.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that, Barry?
I think it's all kind of ridiculous, really. Like, to me, it's crazy that it's like the internet just looks for shit to get mad about, which I know is a shock to everyone. But we're like, why? Who gives a fuck that they put her in their video? Who cares? There's titties in the video. Who cares about everything else? That's what you're mad about. Oh my God. Really?
But this would be totally different if it was men. Like this would be so totally wrong.
Oh, for sure.
Level.
For sure.
Oh my God.
Nobody wants to see me and Barry doing a video without balls out. Nobody wants to see
great sweatpants.
Speak for yourself, Pooh.
You want to do that video, Barry? You want to do that video?
My balls are majestic. All right. I don't have a problem putting pasties on them.
Oh my God. Jesus. This is why we call the comic talking shit.
I'll put some pasties on them bad boys. Me and you will make a new video. Web
ass
balls.
balls.
Yeah, wet ass balls. It'll be a great video.
That is amazing. Gloria, what's your question, Gloria, for the comedians? What you got?
Oh yes. So my question.
Your story.
So you guys know what an emu is?
A what?
Emu. An emu. It is a flight. Yes. That beautiful thing right there. Look at that bad boy.
Yeah. They're mean.
So anyway, in Wyoming, a deputy responded to an emu on the loose call in the neighborhood. COVID-19 has brought some crazy stuff out. Animals are coming out of hiding and they're just walking among the streets like it ain't no thing. So this emu was running in the neighborhood, just checking it out. Sheriff came out in good old Wyoming and put a rope around his neck and got him back in. So yeah. That's the story. Let's talk about it. What do y'all think about emus? What would you do if you saw something crazy walking down the street? An emu Leah?
You're going to laugh.
Don't tell me you've seen one.
This is 100% a true story. I was actually once chased by an emu. I am not kidding.
Really? Please tell us the story. We want to know the story.
So this was a family vacation. It was sort of a Finkelstein family vacation to Florida. It was kind of Griswold. And we went to the Wild Animal Park in San Diego. And they, in some areas of the park, they have interactive areas, and this was sort of this interactive Australian area. That the only thing separating you and the animals was just a rope, and there were kangaroos and there were emus, and there was a big sign that said, "Don't wear like silver dangly jewelry in this area," which I promptly ignored. And I had, jewelry, and we walked in, and 2 kangaroos started mating, and my mother thought that was the most fantastic thing ever, and she screamed across the Marty to my dad, "The kangaroos are fucking! I'm gonna take pictures." And I am embarrassed now, so I walk over to the emu who's staring at me, and stared at me, and stared at me, and got closer and stepped over the rope towards me, coming towards my jewelry, and walked faster, and I backed up faster, and it got faster, and so did I. And the next thing I know, I was running, being chased by an emu, and they're big, and they're smelly, and they're mean. So one of the workers had to come in and remove the emu. And
this guy was smelly? Come on, get out of here. Really?
He's beautiful.
They're beautiful and scary. So if you see an emu, take off your jewelry. Is all I've learned.
What about you, Heather?
Well, I live in Los Angeles, right off of Melrose Avenue, so I ain't afraid of no emu. Yeah, no, I've been talking about big, scary, and mean. Walking down Melrose for an hour, I'd rather face the emu sometimes. I feel like I could reason with the emu. You know what I mean?
I don't know about this guy. This guy looks like a fucking dick, though. This motherfucker looks bad. I don't know if you can reason with this motherfucker. Look how high he looks. His eyes all fucking yellow and shit. You don't reason with that motherfucker.
He just said, "Fuck you, bring it, Heather."
Exactly.
Let that guy jump over the rope and come get you.
Listen, can you put the picture back up again real quick? Yeah. Look, I know my ex-wife when I see her. Okay.
Yeah.
Not only that, you described it as big, smelly, and mean. Yep. That's her. Okay, that's her. 100%. I know it. I ran from her 1,000,000 times. I know that face anywhere.
That is amazing. That is.
I'm surprised the yellow eyes weren't a barrier to entry.
Right?
Wow.
But guys, you know, when I saw this picture,
look at me. Come on. Really? Look at me. You think I'm landing a swan? No, I'm definitely emu material. Okay. I'm pulling down emus and buzzards.
Yeah, Leah, I don't know about him being. That's not a beautiful animal, Leah. That doesn't look beautiful to me, in my opinion. So you going to take that back? Are you going to take that back? I don't think that's beautiful. That's not a beautiful bird.
You know what? I don't know. I got to ask Barry. Was your ex-wife into jewelry as much as you?
Oh yeah, you could just show her something shiny. She'd be like, "What?
I'm telling you. It might
Totally.
be the same thing.
That is funny. That's hilarious. Every time I see this picture of this emu, I'm saying this emu looks like if E.T. fucked the Grinch and had a baby. It's just like a weird combination of just weird ugliness. Just weird ugliness just going on.
He does kind of look like he would dig into your eye sockets.
Yeah.
Right? All right, guys. Next story. The #1 song, like I was saying earlier, the #1 song in the country is by Harry Styles. You know who that is? The lead singer of One Direction. He finally has his #1 hit solo-wise.
Woo!
And get this, guys. Get ready for the title of the song. The #1 song in the country is called Where
Is that
the
not
name of
it?
the song is close. Watermelon Sugar.
Ooh.
That's the #1 song in the country, guys. And here's a picture, because I can't play a video because that will cut me off on Facebook, but this is a picture of Harry eating watermelon in the video.
Huh.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this information. I
will freely admit that I like that stupid song.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
And also, if I were like 15 years younger, I would risk it all for Harry Styles.
Wow.
What about you, Gloria? What you think about that? It made a watermelon, by the way. That's insane.
So you already know where I'm going because you said it. I myself personally, I mean, I don't look for things, but I will say that this is an excellent opportunity, and someone may be offended by the fact that there's a clean-cut white boy eating watermelon. See how that could be racist?
What?
Chicken.
Are you shitting me? Gloria.
Trust and believe. I'm not, but I'm just letting you know that there are people out there.
So now white people can't eat watermelon? Oh my God.
That's not in the video. Not in the video, Barry. Not in the video. You can't do it in the video. You do it at home.
Put that picture back up, Koo. I'm gonna tell you what you need to be mad about. Put that picture back up. This is fuck eating a watermelon. Watermelon is a universal fruit. You need to be mad about that shirt he's fucking wearing. That's the problem. That's the real travesty in this video is that shirt. But I mean, goddamn, it's just a piece of fruit. What?
I hear you, but in the age and today, the society today, white boy eating watermelon could be taken.
I'm sorry. Listen, I think that's ludicrous. If he would have had a bunch of black people dancing behind him eating watermelon, now we need to be upset. But it's just a white dude eating a watermelon.
But
I feel like it's
look how stupid he looks eating a fucking watermelon. Look how stupid.
Well, I feel like it's the shirt causing most of that, if I'm being honest. That's it.
Oh my God. What's your take, Leah?
Oh God. As soon as I heard the title of that song, I was like, oh no, not today. No. No. You hold off on that for just a second.
Not today.
You know, on one hand, Barry has a point. I mean, that shirt's terrible.
Yeah. What kind of shirt, ladies? What kind of shirt is that? Is that? I mean, is that?
I think it's a sweater.
Is it?
Right.
It's a sweater.
It's a crop sweater because it cuts off like around the back end. You see some flesh hanging out.
And flesh.
It kind of looks like he borrowed that from one of the Oompa Loompas. That's a little tight. That's what we call young. That's a young sweater, right?
That's a young sweater. That's a young sweater.
Yes, that is a young sweater.
So, Heather, you're not the only one that's a fan of Harry Styles. Demetria Dix is a longtime watcher of my show. She loves Harry Styles. She loves the song.
Thank you.
He says DM. She's going to DM him soon, so she likes it. So you're
yes,
not the only one.
he's super hot.
I feel like she's not getting the picture that you guys are putting up for whatever reason. He's super hot.
He's in that tight sweater.
Heather, this picture does it for you. This picture does it for you. Like it does.
No, not that picture in particular.
If this is super hot,
it's his body of work.
Ah. Got
not
it.
the body hanging out of the shirt.
Right.
not the outfit.
Yeah.
But to bring gender back into it, if that was a woman, they'd be like, she needs to lose some weight because you can see her meat in the bottom of the shirt. You know what I mean?
True. Facts. It's facts. That's a fact. They would definitely get on it for a woman.
I'm just saying, Harry Styles did do a cover of what cover song did he do that you sent to me that was awesome, Heather?
It was not Sledgehammer.
Was it Peter Gabriel?
It was Peter Gabriel.
I wanna be
that
Sledgehammer. I love that song.
That I like.
He was great, and he did a great job.
Yeah. So
don't sing.
Maybe
leave it to the professionals.
I know, right? I know. What you got, Gloria? What you got? What's your next story, my dear?
Okay, gentlemen, I want to ask you a question. Well, I'll pose you this question afterwards. So Michael Jordan has they're considered ultra rare. What are they? AJ1s, and they're up for auction for $600,000. Would you pay? How much would you pay? What's the most amount of money that you pay for a pair of shoes, man? Barry, let me hear from you first.
So I have a pair of Space Jams that I paid like $500 for.
Oh shit.
They're Jordan 11s. They were tough to get. They weren't a re-release. That's about it, though. I mean, that was back when I had a job in IT, so I was making good money too.
Yeah.
Unemployed Barry isn't paying more than $7 for a pair of shoes.
Exactly. I'm the same way. Gloria, you're actually the wrong guy because I'm Nigerian. I'm cheap as fuck. I'm not paying nothing. I'd rather wear this shirt than wear Jordan right now. I'd rather wear that.
Wait, can I win those at Shoe Carnival? If I can win those at the Shoe Carnival, I'm in.
Exactly. I'd rather wear that shirt and be fucking cool. All right, guys. Next story. Where are we going with our next story? Trump, our favorite person.
We're doing it. We're going there.
We're going there, guys. We're going there. Our favorite president. Trump says he wants to be on Mount Rushmore.
Oh yes.
He wants to be on Mount Rushmore, and he said he wouldn't mind having his face on the mountain, and he said it would be a good idea, but it would likely be impossible because they have to do a whole bunch of reconstruction to the mountain. So what do you think about him being on Mount Rushmore, guys? Leah?
Everything he does sucks. I think I would be okay inserting him physically into the movie and have him hold there forever. That's an option. But he just needs to. I need like a human-sized catapult and just get him off. He's got to go.
He's like, you got to go. You got to go.
He's an evil monster villain, psychopathic, megalomaniac, narcissistic lunatic. So of course he does.
But wait, tell us how you really feel. I'm not sure where you stand on this issue, Leah.
I know, I'm so wishy-washy with it.
You are. You really need to hone in.
Stay focused.
I'm
alienating all my Republican fans.
I know. Yeah. What do you think? What's your take, Heather?
I haven't seen. I'm a person who I like to watch him actually say it, because I do think sometimes. I'm not a Trump fan, to say the least, but I do like to say, because I'm like, when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, he has to be kidding, right? Like, that's a joke. Like, he has to be sarcastic, and then I realize he's not even capable of sarcasm. So then I go through other things in my mind where I'm like, well, how could he actually say that? And did he mean it? Like, does he really think that? And I can't. My only thing is, I wish that I had 4 ounces of his hubris. I think my career would be a lot different. But his ego, I would like to just take a little tiny bit of it.
It's phenomenal. Gloria, what you think of that? Well, him being on Mount Rushmore.
Woo! I'm not surprised that he would, because let's be honest, if he doesn't do anything else, President Trump, he thinks very highly of himself. And so it doesn't surprise me that he thinks that his face should be on Mount Rushmore. I mean, think about it. He dubbed himself the king of ventilators. Like, whenever, he and throwing out rolls of paper towel. So I'm not surprised. This is right in line with what I would expect from President Trump.
Well said. Barry?
Yeah, I think this is all a big misunderstanding, and I'm not defending Donald Trump here. I think there was some mix-up in the translation. I think what he probably said was someone asked him a question about his hair, and he feels like he should be on Mount Rushmore. And that's probably what happened.
That's what he meant. Was just a typo on words.
Yeah. Misunderstanding.
Barry, I think that was too coherent. I don't think he would know to make that joke.
Probably not. Let's be real. No, look, I'll be honest. I'll say it. He's a fucking idiot. Okay. He's a fucking idiot. He's a narcissist. Of course, a narcissist is going to think they should be on Mount Rushmore. All right. That's the problem that we deal with this guy, whether you like or dislike his policies. Everything he does, everything he thinks is about him.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's true. Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. To me, it just seemed like John Mulaney has the perfect joke about Trump. He says Trump is literally that guy that took literally heard a homeless guy saying what he's gonna do when he gets money. Like he just heard a homeless guy go, "I'm gonna be a billionaire. I'm gonna have a tower with my name on it. I'm gonna become the president of the United States. I'm gonna have my name about Rushmore." It's the stuff that he said is so ridiculous, and you go and then this dude is literally like a crazy person, but he actually believes he can do it. Like literally, the shit that he says is so dangerous. But you can say, you know what, that motherfucker could do that shit if he can set his mind to it, and that's the scary part.
And you know what's interesting when you said that? That's what they say. Like a lot of people are successful because they're too stupid to be scared.
Yep.
Yes.
So they don't, you know what I mean? Whereas normal people, I don't want to say normal people, not people where they're like, oh my God, I'm scared. I don't know. People that are crazy,
Doesn't matter.
they just throw a cross against the wall and see what sticks. You know what I mean?
That motherfucker's fearless. I would tell you, that motherfucker.
I ain't mad at it for that. Not at all.
What is that the Bukowski quote that is, the problem is that the intelligent people are
Full of doubt.
and the stupid ones are filled with confidence.
Yeah.
A la Mr. Trump.
Yeah.
Trump is like one of those guys, like when you're at a party and he walks up to you and he starts talking and then you don't get a word in edgewise and then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I really have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
That's so funny.
And then you don't. And then you leave because you're like, I'm never getting away from that guy.
Man, that explains so many parties.
Were you wondering why so many girls had to go to the bathroom?
I was like, these girls have tiny bladders and are bad with directions because they never find their way back. This is so weird.
Heather, you just saved a lot of guys from bad dates or women.
Oh, honestly, at parties, if someone's like, I have to go to the bathroom, that's a cue that they're done.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go to the bar. I'll see you later.
I'll see you later.
I'll catch you around at some point.
Harry, what's your thoughts?
Harry, hi, Harry.
And you notice in that video or in that picture, they've got the lady with the big afro, right? Strategically placed in the
eating a watermelon.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, so take it back, Barry. Take it back.
They're all eating a watermelon.
Nope.
Listen, here's what would have happened. Let's be real.
Thank you, Gloria. That's me and my co-host. You saw that shit. I love it.
If there would have been no black people in this video, black people would have been mad that there's no black people in the video.
So we should be happy that there's a token one in there?
No, it's just like, I feel like no matter what he did in this scenario, it was not going to go well for him. And in that regard, I do agree with y'all. It's like, nah, bro, probably not a good week to release this.
I'm just saying. You might have
the temperature of the country is so high right now.
But here's what's crazy. Like, I grew up, my grandfather is a white guy, and he grew watermelons. And we ate watermelon all the time. So when he said there was a song called Watermelon Sugar, I'm thinking, oh, I love watermelon. And the rest of you guys are thinking something racially motivated. Who's really the problem here?
America.
Yeah.
America. And like I said, those aren't my thoughts. No. But I'm letting you know that those would be the thoughts of other people that see that video or that whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Maybe
he couldn't put something out about apples or oranges. Why I gotta be watermelon?
maybe it should have been it should have been honeydew sugar.
Boom.
Yeah. That's a universal thing. Honeydew sugar.
That's more along, you know what I'm saying? He looks more like a honeydew melon guy. Anyway.
But guys, if you watch the video, the black chick, she's not even eating this shit. She got her eyes closed like, what the fuck am I doing in my life?
I was thinking the same thing.
Her eyes are closed the whole time. I hate my life, but I need the money from my agent said you got to do this video. COVID-19, you know, all this stuff.
And then you get deep and be like, is she really black or did this have somebody they got to look
She's
like?
mixed.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. I don't know what comedian it was, but some comedian did a joke about this where he talked about like a Popeye's chicken commercial. And he was like, look, if there's no black people in the commercial, I'm not buying the chicken because I don't believe it's going to be good. But if there's black people in the commercial, I'm like, hey, why is there got to be black people in the commercial? Like, he wasn't going to win with this song. So I do agree with you. He shouldn't have fucking released it.
No. So Demetria Dixon, again, she's a huge fan of Harry Styles. She said the song's been out for 2 years, but this is his first video to premiere the song. So she's a huge fan. She's on it. She's like, oh, it's been out for 2 years, but he finally dropped the video to the song. Bad timing, by the way.
And that's what made it number one?
It's number one in the country.
I feel like he got the cast. He went back in time and got the cast of "I'd like to teach the world to sing."
Hey.
Actually, it looks like an old Benetton commercial is what it looks like. Do y'all remember the old? Am I the only old guy that would remember that? But this looks like a Benetton commercial.
Benetton.
Really.
I remember Benetton. Absolutely.
I remember Benetton.
I don't feel so old now.
Oh my god!
It's Abercrombie and Fitch ad.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is so fucking funny, guys. All right, what you got? What's your next story, Gloria? What you got?
Well, I love you all. I think that you're wonderful people, but I want to have friends like J-Lo and A-Rod. Ownership group. They recently took a tour of Citi Field, which is part of a plan to purchase the New York Mets. Now that's the kind of friends that I want to have. We're going and buying baseball teams, soccer fields. That's the kind of money I need my pockets to be that long. What do you think? Want to be part of an ownership group? Do you think that's a good idea to buy property with friends? Want a man like that that's going to take you to, hey babe, we're going to go and
yeah, I do want a man like that. Are you kidding me? Yes. I want a man that's going to buy me a baseball team. Yes, I want a man like that. What, honey? No, that's just a podcast. I want a man like that.
That's funny. What about you, Heather?
Yes. Why would if like you want to go and buy a team? Yes. I don't care what team it is. Yes. I want to be the owner of a team of some sort.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, would he want to be a throuple with my husband? Yes.
Throuple.
Leah.
Who's going to be like, you know what? I prefer to financially struggle.
You have people out there. They have some fucking hipster who'll be like, you know what? I like to struggle. I want to feel like the smell of fucking fatness. They have people out there that want to be like that. Trust me.
Struggling sucks.
Any hipster who says that is sitting on a trust fund. I'm just
sitting on a trust fund. They just don't know it yet. They're like, yeah, just sit on trust. You don't know yet, but you sit on trust.
They're sitting on something.
Yeah.
And that's awesome to be a millionaire. Just wake up one day, say, you know what, I'm just gonna buy me a baseball team. It's just like they just wake up and just go, like we just go wake up buy a car. Then wake up and buy a franchise and just say, hey, this is what we're gonna do today. We're just gonna walk and just go and see a franchise. And go, you know what, I like this. This looks good. We'll buy this tomorrow. Let's go sign paperwork. That's amazing how rich people think. They just don't think like us at all. It's crazy.
What kills me as the former sports radio guy is that he's not even a fucking Mets fan. He's a Yankee. He's a Yankees. That's like that's like Warren Moon buying the Cowboys. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? I don't know. That's the part that's insane to me, is that he's not even a Mets fan. He just must be a fan of money. I don't know.
He might be a fan of money. I mean, the Mets do suck, though. Think about it. The Mets do suck. They won the World Series forever.
Buy low, sell high.
Yeah, makes sense.
There it is.
I used to wait on the former owner of the Mets on Nantucket when I was like 22. It was Mr. Doubleday. And I used to bring him clam chowder. And we loved him so much that we would pick potatoes out of his clam chowder because he didn't like them.
Wow.
That's what happens when you're on a Mets team. You have a whole group of kids being like, sure, we'll take potatoes out of your chowder. Freddie, what else do you need?
I want people to pick potatoes out of my chowder.
You want that lifestyle? It's like, I want that.
I want people to pick potatoes out of my chowder. I will say J-Lo and A-Rod on TikTok are a winning duo.
Yes.
So what's your take, Gloria, about that story? What do you think about that?
Man, look, I'll take J-Lo or A-Rod. It doesn't matter. If they're not really like that and they're buying gifts of that caliber. But I will say this, J-Lo has truly leveled up. Y'all remember when she was a fly girl on In Living Color? Like, she truly kept elevating. And I'm like, I am not mad at her. That woman's body is amazing. She is just like at the top of her game. So do your thing with A-Rod, honey.
Yeah.
I'll never forgive her for breaking P. Diddy's heart. I'll tell you that right now. Although it did produce a couple of really good songs, right?
Oh, they did. They really did.
But she also teamed up with Ja Rule. That's strike two, J-Lo. That's
But
strike two.
P. Diddy had that song, I Need a Girl. That's for J-Lo. That was actually the song by
I
J-Lo.
know.
That was J-Lo because it was a breakup song for J-Lo. Yeah.
Yep.
I love that.
Wasn't she? She was with Ben Affleck too, right?
Yes, she was.
J-Lo's been around. She's been around the block, literally.
J-Lo's from and has been around the block.
She's been around the block. She had a song called "I'm Jealous
Jenny
of the
from the
Block."
Block.
We were like, "Yeah, we know. Thank you, thank you, J-Lo. We know this." All right, guys. Good news story, guys. Dirty Dancing 2 is coming out. The sequel to Dirty Dancing.
Oh my
Yay! And Jennifer Grey is set to play her character from the first one. She says she's excited to play the movie again. Ladies and gentlemen, how excited are you about Dirty Dancing 2? The CEO from Lionsgate says that it was the worst kept secret in Hollywood because he couldn't keep the secret for so long because he was sitting on it for so long. But he's so happy to release it to the world. Dirty Dancing 2 is coming out. So, guys, from a scale to 1 to 10, how excited are you to see Dirty Dancing 2? Gloria, I'll let you go first, my dear.
Can y'all see that?
5. He gave it a 5. Why you give it a 5?
No, but let me tell you why. Like when Dirty Dancing was out, like back when Patrick Swayze was doing his thing.
Oh.
Okay, now when the original and Baby was really a baby, oh my gosh, I love Dirty Dancing. I'll even pop that in and watch it every once in a while, throwback. But I'm a little skeptical, and you're talking about keeping original members from. She's not Baby, so I'm trying to figure out how that's gonna all translate onto screen. Because it's just like watching Dancing with the Stars when they have really older people that really can't dance. So I'm just going to wait and see.
Heather?
Oh boy, this is a tough one. First of all, who can compare to Swayze? Let's just come on, man. It's Patrick Swayze. Which, by the way, I saw him once in a store here in LA, and he was awesome. Wow. He just glided through the store he was amazing.
Like a ghost.
Like a ghost. What? With a really nice ass. Holy shit. It was one of those guys that you notice where you're like, oh, so that's what that looks like. Okay. I didn't know. Okay. I'm with you. I'm cautiously optimistic. Actually, I'm not even optimistic. I'm just cautious. I feel like, first of all, did they make all these remakes in the 80s? Did they do remakes from the 60s? I feel like they're doing Top Gun. Just do something new and original on your own. What the fuck are you doing?
That
Why do you got to keep stealing from the past? What are you doing? But maybe they made, remakes in the 80s that I don't know about. So
I think E.T. was a remake.
What about you, Leah?
I think it's likely to be a giant shit show, but as far as excitement, full 10. I am so excited. I'm going to watch it as soon as possible, and I'm going to be horrified because it's going to be awful. I wish they could bring her old nose back. Because that was the coolest part of her face.
Right?
That was
God.
I agree.
I mean, how can you? I mean, there's no Patrick Swayze. What do you?
No Patrick Swayze. There's no Patrick. That's the key. That's a key menu. The key ingredient.
God.
There's no Patrick Swayze. What about you, Barry?
Yeah, I can't wait to not watch this. It is. It's Dirty Dancing 2, which is 2 more than my excitement level.
Hold up, Barry. Pause for a second. You didn't like the first one?
What?
You didn't like the first Dirty Dancing?
Well, only because my wife loved this movie. I've seen it 95,000 times. And by the 94,573rd time, you're like, all right, fuck it. I'll just be a fan. But that doesn't mean I'm looking forward to this chick being raised above, the ghost of Patrick Swayze and her walker with the little tennis balls on it. It's just going to be a shit show on the dance floor. No one wants to see this. Nobody
She's
puts
not
baby
that old.
depends in the corner. Nobody does that.
She's how old? She's like 50. She's not that old.
She's not that old. You're right. She's not that old, but she ain't baby either, though.
Maybe
She's not baby either. So we have to change the name to middle-aged baby or something.
Middle-aged baby.
No one puts middle-aged baby in the corner. We gotta make that distinction. We have to make the distinction when we say that in the line of the movie.
MAB is what it is. Middle-aged baby, MAB.
Right. Exactly. But here's the deal, though. Like you guys, like Gloria said and Leah said, the key element is Patrick Swayze is not there. So how are you going to do a movie without Patrick Swayze? And like Barry said, are you going to dig him out of the grave and put him in like Bernie's Weekends at Bernie's or something and have a dead corpse of fucking Swayze in the movie the whole time? What are you going to do to keep Patrick Swayze's legacy alive? It's a weird thing to come back with Dirty Dancing 2.
This is what I think they're going to do. I think that baby Patrick Swayze secretly she got pregnant, right? Okay, right. So and she has a baby. And so that's what the story is going to be about. This new baby, it's a boy. He's older now. And so he's going to continue in his father's footsteps. So they're going to find somebody that looks like Patrick Swayze. Yeah. That's what I think.
So what you're saying is at some point in this movie, legitimately somebody's going to go, nobody puts baby's baby in the corner. The fuck out of here. I don't want to watch this horse shit now, much less when they do that shit.
Baby's baby in the corner.
Nobody puts baby's baby named Lil Baby in the corner.
Oh my God.
Hey, Barry, you win tonight. You win.
I don't know, but I'm going to have to watch that so I really
Baby's
lose.
baby. That's
too good.
So my baby's babies. My baby's babies and my baby babies. That's funny. That's hilarious. What you got, Gloria? What's your next story?
In Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island, I believe, they issued tax refund checks to about 176 businesses, and they were all signed by Mickey Mouse and Walt Disney. They said that it was a technical error. All I know is I wouldn't have wanted to be in charge of printing for that day. What is y'all take on that? You get a check, it's from the IRS, and the signature says Mickey Mouse, Walt Disney. What you gonna do?
Heather?
You cash it right away. Don't ask questions. You cash it before they catch the problem. You just cash it.
Just cash that motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't care who signs it. Just cash it.
Just cash that shit.
No, that's 100% fact. Listen, if you sent me something on official IRS letterhead, I'm cashing this shit.
Yeah.
I'm cashing it. I don't give a shit who I have to make it out like. I don't care if Mickey Mouse has to put a little paw print or whatever he has. Is it a paw or I don't give a shit. That's you sent me the check. I don't care if it's Disney bucks. I'm getting the money out of it somehow. Period.
Leah?
100%. And if they say, did you cash the check? Say, no, I didn't even get it. The mail doesn't work anymore.
Wow. Somebody's scandalous. Oh my goodness. Wow.
That's when they're going to produce the video.
To be fair, guys, Leah do have a little Jewish in her bloodline, so think about that.
49%.
Wow.
What is it, Finkelstein?
I have the most Jewish name ever on the entire planet.
I love it.
I really do.
Finkelstein. That's super Jewish.
There's no mistake in that one.
Like, so just read your name like Jewish. I'm like, really? Are you going to ask me that right now?
I might as well be like, match.
You know what? I'm about to shut the computer up. That's fucking hilarious. That is fucking hilarious. Oh my god, that is so funny.
I'm a straight white guy. I'm not making any jokes on this topic. I would just like to bow out on this one. If you think I'm gonna start making Jewish jokes, nope.
Oh my god. You ain't fuck with this thing.
Barry, you and I are probably related.
You're also a straight white guy? What?
Yeah.
It's a straight white.
They're as white as they come.
Oh my god. All right, you guys are married except me and Gloria. I think Gloria is the only single person on the panel. So this video is by two African couple. They've been dating for 5 years. The guy is proposing to his girlfriend, and it did not go well. So I want to get your take on the video. It's a 3-minute video, so enjoy, guys.
No, don't open it. Don't open it. Don't. Yeah. Doesn't change anything. Why not?
On your knees.
On my knees.
Although I need that big.
I don't understand you. You are engaging me. You are standing down. You are telling me. Even your. They are even telling you to leave that.
I really love you. Kneeling down does not show that I love you. I love you, and that is love for you. I absolutely love you.
Meaning that
You want that people are watching us. I really love you from the depth of my heart. I want to show it. It is not by kneeling down. If I kneel down, it is not love anymore. I thought that is not love. Please, I love you. You have been doing this. You have been in a relationship for more than 5 years, and you should know I really love you.
But what doing at church, what doing where?
Don't do it now.
Get down
There are people here.
and get her.
I sit down. No, if kneeling down, this no. If that is to show that I love her, that is not love. I really love you. For if I'm going to take you to church, am I going to leave that to? Will pastor tell me to leave that to give you wedding ring? Please accept my love. I have to share love from inside. That is not embarrassing. I really love you. Please take me ring. Please, you are doing this. Please. Not until I kneel down to show say I love you. You know say I love you.
What are you saying? You are proposing to me. You are standing down. You are telling me that you are. Which kind of love? Tell me, there is fucking love. Okay? Don't touch me.
Touch her.
What's all this? You can't be from bad friends. I can't be from you are engaging me and you are not leader. I don't want someone leader. I don't understand. What are you saying?
If that is love, if kneeling down is love, for me that is no love. I really love you.
We're not calling videos.
Wait, are they already married?
No, you proposed to her.
This is good.
Uh-oh.
That was a joke.
Bro, what are you doing?
What are you
What
doing?
do I confess?
Dog. I wish I knew what they were saying.
I know.
Like a bad echo. I can't hear it.
Me too.
I don't really need words though.
It's pretty obvious.
Obvious.
Oh boy.
Wow.
All right, guys, hot take. What do you guys think about the proposal gone wrong?
Well, I'll go first. You know, when you make important decisions in your life, you ask for a sign. And after the first minute and 30 seconds, when she is definitely not on board, that was your sign. Why is that video 3 minutes and 47 seconds? It
Right.
should have been a minute and a half when he goes, hey, I got you this. And she's like, what? You're like, fuck it, I'm out. That's it. That should have been the whole video. What are you doing? Why are you chasing her? Why are you like, oh my God. That I don't know what they said, but I speak marriage. That one's in trouble if it happens.
That's right. What about you, Heather?
Or they'll just slide right into marriage. You know? No, I was having trouble hearing what they were saying. I mean, I understood the body language. It was a little bit of an echo. Why did she just say, "Oh, I don't like you"? Did it come out of nowhere?
Let me give you the idea. So the thing is, he's trying to propose to her, but she wanted him to get on his knees and do it properly, and he said no. He doesn't want to go to his knees because it's stupid. He's been with her for 5 years, and he doesn't want to go to his knees because it doesn't make any sense for him. He goes, his argument is, when we go to church and we're in a wedding, I'm not going to get on my knees to give you the ring. I'm just going to give you the ring, and we both will be standing up. So what's the part of me kneeling down? And she goes, no, you have to kneel down because it's a sign that you love me. So his friends are saying, hey, brother, take a knee. He goes, I'm not taking no knee. I've been with her for 5 years. Take the goddamn ring.
I think she was right to leave. He wouldn't take a knee. You're out. I was like, will you do the dishes? And he's like, no. And you're like, well, fuck you then. You're out.
Gloria?
Okay, so this can go either way. I'm not going to stand there and have no conversation, no argument or disagreement with you. If you're proposing to me and you don't want to get down on your knee, you're probably not prepared for marriage. And what I'm saying is, hold up.
Agreed.
If he's not already in that mind frame, and it's a compromise for both, so it's not just for her, but if this is a proposal, and you know, a proposal carries a lot more weight for a woman than it does for a man. Right. You know what I mean? And so for him to be like, I ain't doing it. Here, take the ring. I sure hope you don't expect nobody to say yes to that mess, because it's not going to happen. I wouldn't be the one. Yeah, we wouldn't be getting married because that's not the way you propose, boo. Look at Barry's face. Look at Barry. Say something, Big Barry. Gotta say something, Barry B.
Listen, y'all would be the first one if you're mad because this man wouldn't get on his knees. As soon as he tries to write obey in the vows, you're gonna be like, fuck all that traditional bullshit. This is 2020. Ain't nobody saying obey. Well, ain't nobody getting on their knees anymore. All right, you can't have it both ways. You can't expect traditional shit, but then not be like, I'm not gonna be in the kitchen making dinner when you get home from work. No. That's not how that works. Come on, man. You can't have it both ways, ladies. You either want a 20th century man or you want to live in the 1950s. Pick one.
So allow me to.
Leah. Please. Okay, go ahead. My bad.
Boy. Barry. My brother from another mother. Let me explain something to you real quick. Being a traditionalist, I totally expect to be in the kitchen cooking and all of that good stuff, in addition to going out and working a full-time job and might even have a side hustle. However, if my man cannot grasp the concept that I want to do what it takes to make my wife happy, or my future wife, something as simple as getting on your knee, and trust me, I wouldn't deny a proposal necessarily for that, but we're going to have a problem. If it's a problem for you, then that's going to create a problem for me. But as far as the traditional part, I don't have a problem following a strong man that knows where in the hell he going.
But the question becomes, though, what's important to you? Is it important to be married, or is it important that he gets on his knees and is subservient in the moment? That's what I think is important. What's important is that the man said, I love you, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, but now it's going to not happen because he wouldn't do exactly what she wanted? Boy. y'all are really walking that fine line of wanting it all.
Okay. Hold up. I'll ask Barry a question in a minute, but hold up, Leah. What's your take, Leah? What's your take?
Oh boy. Well, obviously this guy knew that this was a big moment because he had his friend wanting to film it, right?
Right.
So he knew that this is a moment, and proposing
marriage, to spend the rest of your life with someone, is like a big moment. And when you are proposing to share your life with another person, and the other person says, "Hey, you know what would really mean something to me? Can you do it? Can we have this film with you on your knee the way it's typically done?" And he says, "No." Like, the fuck? Like, why? Yes. I mean, it's not about getting on the knee or being traditional. It's about men go through, and women go through, these crazy lavish proposals these days and have it filmed. All he did is have his friend put his cell phone up to film it, and he just hands her the ring and doesn't get on his knee. And that is a sign of what is to come. "Hey, honey, could you do this thing for me?" No. A huge moment in their life. This is the proposal. "Honey, it would mean a lot to me if you would, do the thing on your knee." No. That's what she gets? No. Fuck that guy.
I think the women are all in agreement on this.
Big surprise. I'm so shocked that the women are in agreement on this. Again, I will say, now you're talking to a guy who's been married twice. Both times I proposed, I was on one knee. I did it the traditional way.
That's my follow-up question. That was my follow-up question.
My first marriage was a traditional wedding. My second marriage, we got married in the drive-thru at the Little White Wedding Chapel in Vegas. Okay? So what it comes down to, and the question you have to ask yourself, and that she needs to be asked, is what is more important to you? His love and spending the rest of your life with him, the person you're supposed to love forever as well, or the fact that he didn't feel like, or he felt maybe getting on a knee was degrading, or for whatever reason that he chose not to do it. The question becomes, what's more important?
I think it's important to do something. Sorry, totally. I think it's important when your partner in life says that something is meaningful to them, and asking that partner to do that, and being completely unwilling to compromise is a sign of what is to come. I mean, "Hey, honey, could you do a thing?" On both sides. I'm asked to do things by my spouse all the time, and I do it, even if I don't want to.
Yeah, me too. I think it speaks to just general kindness to each other. I feel like I agree with you, Leah. Like she said, "Hey, this would mean something to me," and he said no. That is a sign of the future. That is just a sign of the future. And she was like, "You know what? I just got a little snapshot into our future together, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go."
Gloria?
Well, I do listen. I'm understanding of what Barry's point is as far as what's more important. I get that. At the end of the day, I guess that would be something that the couple would have to decide. Leah expressed it perfectly. It's not about him necessarily being subservient to her. It's just about creating that magical moment for the person that he's wanting to spend the rest of his life with. That's all. Because basically what he's saying is, "Okay, I'm giving you this. If that's not enough, I don't know what to tell you." Well, damn, that ain't no way to start a marriage, is it?
Yeah, no, that's terrible. That's terrible.
What I hope is that every dude here just took notes, because if you do what they ask early, they have to do what you ask later. Threesomes, anal, all that's on the table when you start to ask for things, apparently.
I don't know if I would compare taking a knee to anal sex.
Look, Leah said, she said specifically, if you're going to, if she's going to ask him to do things now, he should be able to ask her to do things later. That's what I heard.
Well, okay,
Leah?
let's take it.
Leah, is that what you said, Leah?
That's what she said. My husband asked me to do things all the time, and I do them. That's what I heard.
Leah, rebuttal?
I would say there's so many things. How do I address this? I would not say this is a big moment in my life. I would like to get into your butt. By
the way, that doesn't work. So if you're wondering, it doesn't work anyways.
No, it doesn't. That's no. No, I think that you really can't compare. Hey, this is a giant moment in our lives. It would mean a lot to me if you just did this one traditional thing to, hey, anal sex. Do you know what I mean? Compare the two. I think that there are,
It was a big leap.
you know what it is when you plan a wedding. This is a thing that is important to me in when we have the wedding, and both, each person talks about what's important to them, and you make concessions. You say, look, I'm willing to do this. Is great. We could do it this way. We could do it that way. You work it out, and that. I think planning a wedding is actually a really good way to start a marriage, because you kind of learn how to work through things and understand that, hey, I might not have chosen to do it this way, but I know this is really important to you and I love you. So I'm going to make this thing that is so important to you, AKA a proposal, a wedding, the moment that you are announcing to the world that you are going to share the rest of your life with another person via vows. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. So here's my take. This is my take. Since I'm the resident Nigerian on the show, when I watched the video, to me, I go, I can see that, because my people are very aggressive people, and both of them already had two aggressive personalities anyway. So to me, in person, I think that guy was trying to get out the fucking relationship anyway. And that was his out to say, you know what, this fucking bitch is crazy. And she's going, oh, you don't love me? You're not going to get on your knees and propose to me? We could all agree. Who wears a shorts for a fucking proposal anyway? That should be the first fucking alarm bell. Like, this motherfucker's wearing shorts. Like, come on. And it's a pavement on the floor. That's a fucking gravel on the ground. He's like, no, I'm not going to hurt my knees. What he should have done was move it to the grass. Right. Say, hey, take 5 steps to the grass. Then I will show you my love. That's what he should have done. But he did do it. He tried it, and I think he was trying to get out of the fucking relationship, and he found a while out. And now it's recorded. Huh?
She did not handle it.
No, she did not. You could tell like both of them already argued anyway. You could tell both of them argued anyway. So that was his out to say, you know what? I'm going to propose to her in front of all her friends, and I'm not going to take a knee, and she's going to be embarrassed. I'm be like, all right, the bitch is gone now. So I think that's what he was trying to do. And it was a perfect setup, man. Good for the guy. Good for the guy. Glory, what's your story? What's your next story?
So this is my, it's a cha-ching story. So in Virginia, I don't know how many of y'all gamble, you play lottery sometimes, scratchers, whatever. Well, anyway, this man in Virginia made an unusual gamble, and he bet the same numbers. He bought 25 identical tickets, and he won 25 times for a total of $125,000. Yeah. I was like, damn. And I won't even hardly go buy a ticket, because I'm just like, I'm never going to win. So I don't do it. But this man was like, I'm not going to buy one. I'm going to buy 25, the same numbers. It was a combination of 4 numbers, 49, 40, or 46, 40. Hit 25 times.
Jesus. Damn.
Yeah. Wow. Do y'all gamble? How do y'all think? What do y'all think about gambling? Are you willing to take the risk for the payoff?
I'm not a big gambler, to be honest. But I'd like to know what those numbers were. I've been to Vegas, and I was immediately irritated by the entire city.
You hated Vegas.
It is not my place. I also like people like showing off their money. I just find that obnoxious. I mean, when it's like, oh, right there who can't afford food, and they're like, look how much money I have. And I'm like, oh my God, this person can't eat. And it's also, or then if you go into, I had a gig, I had a gig out in 29 Palms in the weird, like,
wow.
Oh God. Oh wow. And it was like at a casino. By the way, it was like 115 degrees, loading like my keyboard. Anyway, whatever. Outside gig of a casino. And I walk into the casino, and it's filled with cigarette smoke.
Yep.
And I just saw like a bunch of old people like on oxygen tanks in the same walker that baby is in too. Just slot machine. Yeah. They're just like, spending their disability check on slot machines. And they depressed, and I was like, I can't, no. So, but if you know, you hear a story like you win $125,000 in scratchers, and you're like, wow. And then I think about it, and then I never buy them.
Heather?
My husband and I do the lotto and periodically, and we don't ever expect to win. What we love to do is talk about what we're gonna do when we do win.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know what I mean? Like you're like, we're gonna get a boat, and then we're gonna buy a baseball team with J-Lo and J-Rod, and then we're gonna be besties, and we're gonna have our own TikTok, and it's gonna be amazing.
I love it. I love
That's what we do. So I don't ever expect to win, but when I do expect to win, it better be more than $125,000.
Right?
I want it to be more than that. That doesn't go very far in Los Angeles.
Poor Heather.
Yeah.
Barry?
Yeah, you know, I don't know. You have to have money to gamble. And as an unemployed radio guy / stand-up comic, there's not a lot of money in that. My wife wants to, she always, I don't know if everybody else does this, but my wife is always like, oh, the lottery's at 80 million. I need to play it. And then when she forgets to play it and somebody wins, she goes, see? See what? You should have played. You thought you were going to win. Like, really? You've won $3 on a scratch off one time. We have the worst luck in this household. It's so ridiculous. But every time that someone else wins it, we get that false sense of, yeah, we should have played it. It wasn't any of our numbers, but we probably would have won anyways.
Oh, my God. That is funny. What's your thoughts about that, Chloe? What you think about that, though?
Again, for me, with the whole lottery, I don't really play it like that. And I'm, just like Heather, I don't really expect to win when I do play, but it is nice to dream. It's like a Spiegel catalog. Oh, I want that, and I want that, and I want that. But I never really expect to win. But this is really inspiring. I might go out and buy a couple tickets. You know what I'm saying? I might, get it from the money jar or something. You can even buy those because what can you really buy for $1 nowadays anyway? Right. So I think I might splurge, y'all. If I win my millions and everything, I'm gonna have to make you part of my ownership group so we can go buy us.
There's free gambling. There's one place where you can completely gamble completely free. What? And it's called Publishers Clearinghouse. You just have to go through pictures of Tupperware containers and the Bible that's like a speaker.
Do they still do that?
Oh yeah.
It's still a thing. Is that
really still a thing? Publishers Clearinghouse?
I just saw a commercial for it. Yeah.
Steve Harvey. I think Steve Harvey's the face of it now. I think he's one to get people checked. Yeah.
But what's fucked up is when he shows up, he goes, "You won!" Oh shit, wrong house. And then he goes to the it's like Miss America.
That's funny.
He's like, psych!
Psych, motherfuckers!
You won! Oh, it was the previous resident. My bad. We're gonna go find them.
All right, guys, this video, I saw this video, and it's so hilarious to me. I know Heather and Leah. I think, Gloria, you have a new voice. Barry, I don't know if you sing, but I want you guys to watch this video. This lady, I think she probably has the best voice I've ever heard on the internet, ever. What? And she's singing Rhythm of the Night.
Okay.
By Corona. And this is the video right here. I want to get your critique of her singing. Be gentle on her, guys.
This is the rhythm of the night, 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 night. Night, 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 night.
No, night.
This is the rhythm of the night, the rhythm of the night, the rhythm of the night, 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 night. My night. Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Rhythm of the night, 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 night.
Nice.
I think Leah and I should start the remix immediately.
Oh my God.
I was waiting for you to get to the bad part. That sounded great. I don't know. I do like that she wore Harry Styles' shirt in that too. That was pretty dope.
Harry,
He loves it.
what'd you think, Heather?
I'm gonna do a remix with. We're gonna get off of this, and Leah and I are gonna go compose around her rhythm of the night. Where was this?
I don't know. It looked like some Spanish country, but she's amazing. She's
awesome.
Gloria?
I was amazed. I was like, shoot, I was waiting for the rappers to come in. Because she was so on point. It was like, girl, okay, you know better than the record. Go, come on with it now.
My question is, did she get out of her ticket?
Good question.
I'm pretty sure she was singing to get out of some type of criminal situation.
Oh my God, I never looked at it like she was talking to the parking lot attendant. Oh
yeah, she was like, oh, it's the rhythm of the night.
Actually,
I didn't do anything.
That was a proposal. And
Very
Leah?
I think I had the same look on my face as I did when Susan Boyle was on
America's Got Talent.
America's Got Talent. Do you remember that? Do you remember when that happened?
I do.
So Susan Boyle came on. Oh, it was Britain's Got Talent, I think.
Oh yeah, it was.
On, and she's this very dumpy, not the most attractive woman you've ever seen, and people were like, "Wow, this is she's going to be a train wreck." And she sang "I Dreamed a Dream," and everyone was like, "What?" And she became a huge sensation. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's how I felt. That's how
I don't know about you guys. I could watch this video again. Matter of fact, I'm watching it again. I don't give a shit.
Oh yeah,
He's literally like, ma'am, we just need you to move your car.
What if she has like the Howard Hughes thing that she does all day? This is a rhythm. And they're like, oh my God.
ma'am, it's the middle of the day. It's not even night. Could you wait until the night to come and yell that at me, please?
But you know what she was doing? She was actually testing out the acoustics in that little corridor.
I think you're right.
She was testing out the acoustics.
Facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
Dude, you could tell like she loved that song because she's so sassy. Then she points the mic to the other guy, and go, "You sing it!" Like, God.
He was like, again, I just need you to move your car.
It's $7, ma'am. It's $7.
This is the rhythm of
Like, oh, Jesus. Fine, I do.
Guys, what if they hire for the new Dirty Dancing 2? I would watch that, dude. I would watch it. If she's Dirty Dancing 2, fuck yeah, sign me up. Fuck yeah, I'll watch that shit.
I would watch that with her. I'm in.
No.
She loves it.
No.
It's awesome. Gloria, what's your next story? What you got?
Woo, yeah. So I don't know if you guys heard or not, but Tom Hanks.
Yay.
Yeah, he's in talks to star as Geppetto for a live action Pinocchio.
Oh.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, Tom Hanks is one talented actor. Anytime, you remember that movie was a Castaway? When your co-star is a ball and you carried that whole movie? Yeah, he gets props for that. For sure, for sure. So what do y'all think? Do you think Pinocchio is going to be a hit? Do you see him playing Geppetto, or should he be Pinocchio?
Barry?
Coming, dear. I don't give a shit about Pinocchio. I never even saw the original Pinocchio, and for someone to call it a live action, what action? I don't give a shit about any of this. I would rather watch Dirty Dancing 2, if I'm being completely honest. Put Tom Hanks in that. I'll watch that.
Oh my god.
I might have to agree with Barry on this one. I think he's fine. I know, Barry, I agree with you. I'm like, I don't really care. Sure, that's great. I love Tom Hanks, but like, my life would go on if Tom Hanks didn't play in Geppetto. Sure.
I just started thinking of Jennifer Grey's nose again. I'm more excited about Dirty Dancing and Jennifer Grey's nose than Pinocchio's nose.
Wow. Whoa, wait. Wow.
That's
Tom Hanks. I love me some Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks is great. He's great. He's a fucking.
Is there anybody who doesn't like Tom Hanks?
I could name some people that hate him.
That don't like Tom Hanks?
Yeah, because Tom Hanks 2 weeks ago says, "Don't be a dick, wear a mask." So a lot of people that's like anti-mask people probably don't.
Got it.
Weird.
Gloria, what you think about that? Him playing Geppetto.
Again, I think he's a very talented actor. So I think he could do it, but I'm like you all, who cares? Like if he doesn't do it, it's no big deal. He's not going to lose any money, that's for sure. But something interesting that I recently read about Pinocchio, they were saying, and Barry, I'm sure you're going to appreciate this. The original story, if they really watch it, was all about sex trafficking.
Oh, God.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you guys. Hidden stuff, because it's like this. Okay, so Pinocchio is
hold up, pause for a second, Gloria. Why do you think that Barry would like that?
Because he likes it. No. Because he likes.
Thank you, Coo. Thank you. Like, who's a big fan of sex trafficking?
Barry, you'll enjoy this. It's about sex trafficking.
That's what I'm saying. Why would Barry? Well, Barry, finally, sex trafficking, my genre. Yeah, what do you think?
No, the reason why I said that is because Barry likes a good argument.
Good
gotcha.
Yeah, he likes a good argument. Yeah. But anyway, the whole proposal thing kind of did something to me. So I don't know.
Oh my God.
So you guys were talking about masks really quickly, and I want to just tell you that there was in Hackensack, New Jersey. We're talking about masks, and I know it's a big deal. People, anti-maskers, whatever. This 25-year-old woman was arrested after she viciously attacked an elderly woman because the woman asked her to pull her mask up over her nose and her mouth.
Jesus.
Snatched the cane from her, threw her like a rag doll. The woman had to have surgery, and she suffered a fractured leg from this just because she asked a lady to pull her mask up. So what's y'all's take on masks? What do you think?
I thought you were just giving us the plot to Dirty Dancing too. I didn't know they're old now, and I thought that was the plot. My take on it is wear a fucking mask. All right, it's not you hear the arguments. You wear a seatbelt, you drive the speed limit. To me, it comes down to, do you respect your fellow man, and do you respect the human beings that you have to occupy space with on a daily basis out in public? And you brush your fucking teeth because your breath smells. And if you didn't know, if you'd wear a fucking mask, you'd know. But it just comes down to respect for fellow human beings. So wear your fucking mask. It's that simple.
Yep.
Heather?
Well, considering Leah and I wrote a parody song about it,
yes. Where do you guys stand?
Wear your fucking mask and shut the fuck up. What else? Like, your freedom to what? Spread disease? Okay, great. Thank you. Awesome.
Leah?
Yes, I agree. Wear your fucking mask. I think that Americans have become so short-sighted that they don't look beyond our borders. This is a global pandemic. Mm-hmm. And the places that have gotten this under control are when the populace says, yes, let's follow the science and social distance and put a mask on. Do you know what they did in the 1918 pandemic? You know what the recommendation was? To social distance and wear a mask because that's how viruses are spread. We knew this 100 years ago, and we still know that. Wear a mask.
I would give my input. I would give. Oh, he got a mask on. There you go.
Free promo. What, bitches? What?
Yeah.
Called product placement, motherfuckers. I would put my input on the wearing a mask, but I think right now a video to illustrate wearing a mask should be actually needed. Enjoy.
Whatever happened to kind people, thoughtful gestures, nice manners? Why isn't everyone now won't put on a mask? Is it so much to ask? It's a mask. Whatever happened to, of course I'll do it. Whatever's needed, I care about you. Now every self-serving jerk won't put on a damn mask. Don't be such an ass. It's just a mask. Oh, the very worst ones are at the grocery stores with their hanging masks and spreading their COVID spores. Then they yell at you for even daring to ask, would you put on your mask? It's not like we're asking you to eat poison, drink Keystone, vote Biden. It's not like we're asking you to drag your balls on broken glass. Just put on a mask. A mask. Oh, the other worst ones are the freedom-fighting tools. We'd rather spread disease than maybe look like fools. And even Arnold and Dick Cheney are up to task. Put on your fucking mask. If you think this is a hoax, well then it's fake. Jesus Christ, what the hell else does it take? Please put on your mask. Oh, Karens, won't you stop? Or at least put a mask on when you call the cops. Holy shit. Holy shit. More quarantine. More quarantine. Just put on your mask.
Bravo!
I love it.
Bravo! Perfect description of what we should do. Put on a fucking mask. I love it.
It's an instructional video.
I love it.
Did you guys record that remotely with each other, or did you actually? How did you guys record that?
I recorded my part and then I sent it to Leah and then she recorded her part and then we recorded each other all remotely is what I'm trying to say.
Wow. That's impressive. I know that was not easy to do.
No, it was not easy.
That's outstanding, man.
How long
Thank you.
How long it took you guys to write the song?
This was Heather's doing.
You know what's funny? I was in my car and I had my iPhone just on random and it's a song from Chicago, the musical, and it just came up and I really liked that song and I was like, oh my God, this would be perfect for Put On a Mask. And then I came home and I was just like, I was just so angry at everything and everyone, and it came out in like an hour. So
it's perfectly written. I couldn't. It should be a commercial. People should know. Yes. Listen to what they just said. Put on a fucking mask. So Queenie Easter, she's a phenomenal R&B singer. She says this song is freaking genius. So,
thank you.
Love the song. She adores the song. You guys are amazing. we run out of time. You guys, we had so much fun today. I run out of time, but it's a couple of stuff I want to cover with you guys. What do you guys think about Bernie Mac? He passed away 12 years ago.
Wow,
Yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it really that long ago?
He passed away 12 years ago yesterday, August 9th, 2008.
Wow.
What is your fondest memory of Bernie Mac, if you have one?
I mean, I'll go first as a comedian. For me, it was no doubt as a young man wanting to do comedy back in high school. I started wanting to do comedy when I was 8 years old. So in high school, me and my brother, his name is Touche, and we would watch Def Jam every day. And I will never, ever forget. And it's one of those iconic moments in comedy when Bernie Mac comes out. Everybody apparently had been bombing on the show. It's an Apollo style thing going on. And he walks out and he looks at the crowd and he just goes, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. And that was it. And then from that moment on, Bernie Mac was a fucking legend. And that's what I'll always remember about them.
Well said. What about you, Heather?
That's amazing. I mean, I don't really have any specific memories of him other than watching his stand-up and being like, that guy's like, he's at the top of his game. Like, it doesn't get any better. Like, there's no, you're here and then he's there and that's it. And he was amazing. So I don't know if I have any specific memories other than he's just a badass motherfucking stand-up comic.
Yeah.
All facts. What about you, Gloria?
Bernie Mac. A couple. I remember his pants because they were airbrushed.
Yeah.
On Def Comedy Jam, and he came out and he's like, I ain't afraid of you. Dang it. And I remember that. And then I also remember him, the Bernie Mac show. I loved watching that show.
Yeah.
Watching how because he was versatile. He played in many different roles, but when I saw him on television and how he was just a totally different person, even though he was a comedian, but he was edited for television and he did it so well. Like, he contributed so much to the comedic scene and he's definitely missed. But yeah, Bernie Mac will live on because he's just hilarious. Anytime I throw that on it, whatever it is, it's always funny.
No, it's powerful. Leah?
Two quick things. I have a really good friend who loved him so much. She named her cat Bernie Mac.
Nice.
Running around named Bernie Mac. But I think I became first aware of him sort of like with Heather. I just remember I was obsessed with watching Short Attention Span Theater, which is one of the first shows that came on Comedy Central when it was the Comedy Channel, and it was Jon Stewart hosted it when it was back in the day, and they would just show clips of comics from Ellen DeGeneres when she was starting out to Paula Poundstone to Bernie Mac to Richard Pryor, everybody, and it would be like these little 2-minute clips, and that's when I first saw him, and I just remember being like, that's how that's done.
Yeah. No, he's a little fun fact. I have so many memories of Bernie Mac. Fun fact, Jerry Seinfeld says his favorite comedian in the world is Bernie Mac.
Wow.
That's a little fun fact about Jerry Seinfeld. I'm like you guys, he's a powerhouse. He's my top 5 of all time comedians. What stood out for me was what Gloria said was the Def Comedy Jam. Him doing Def Comedy Jam for the first time.
Yeah.
So I Ain't Scared of You Motherfucker was actually improvised. That was something that he did last minute. That wasn't part of the act. So the story is, rumor has it was there was a comedian that bombed. Def Comedy Jam, I don't know if you guys watched this, all-black comedy show. And the audience, the comedian was bombing so bad they booed the previous comedian before him. So what he did was he did a show in Miami the previous weekend. So he told DJ Kid Capri, Kid Capri's like, hey, play a beat when I say I ain't scared of you, motherfucker. Just play a beat when I say that. When I say kick it, just play a beat. He's like, all right, cool, bet, I got you. So he got on stage, and that I ain't scared of you, motherfucker was something he used in the show in Miami. So he used that again because the crowd was getting really hostile. So he let the crowd know, I ain't scared of you, motherfucker. Kick it. And the DJ played the song. It was like, boom. So it was so naturally perfect, but it was clearly improvised. And that took him to another level in the hoopla of comedy and the echelons of comedy. And he is definitely a powerhouse. Like if Kings of Comedy, at first Steve Harvey used to close the show because Steve Harvey was the most famous one out of all of them. But Bernie was so powerful. He didn't have TV credit at the time. He was so fucking powerful, they had to put him in the end because nobody could follow him. They would do shows and nobody could go after Bernie, so they had to put him last. And he had the less TV credit out of all of them. And obviously he had Ocean 11, Ocean 12, Ocean 13. He was literally a powerful and funny and generous and very nice person. I don't know any comedian that has anything bad to say about it. He has helped so many comedians out, indirectly and directly. But this is my favorite joke from him from that night, Gloria, of Def Comedy Jam. This was a joke that I love.
See, they're going to pay.
Yeah. So enjoy.
Over 40% of the brothers in jail for nothing. And they had a little survey, little panel thing. We got to ask them mates questions, you know. So I asked them, man. I said, hey, my brother, what you in for? He said, nothing. Brothers got this thing about being a punk. What is a punk? I never did understand that for the sake of my life. He said, nothing. That's how long you in for? He said, ever? Now, you know, for a long time, you take the 4 off that motherfucker. I said, man, I said, so what you in for? I ain't no punk. I gotta tell on my boy. I said, what, you in jail for another motherfucker? No, you ain't no punk. You a new fool. I'll be dead if I serve time for any of you motherfuckers. I'll be in court just like this. Judge be like, who you? I'll be like, punk. Yeah, he killed that motherfucker. Shot him in the head 4 times, hit him in the face. I tried to call you, but I was bitch.
That's why he's burning that.
So good. I tried to call you, but the line was busy.
Yeah, that's why he's the greatest, man. He is the true Taylor for sure. Gloria, you have any more stories for our lovely guest?
One more.
There you
go. Not Melissa. Alyssa Milano. This is pretty interesting. So she was giving her account that she had COVID-19. She recovered, but she's been tested 3 times after the fact. And it says it's negative test, even though she had it, and she's testing for antibodies. So she's just like, the testing system is flawed, you guys. It's not real. It's not true. And I'm just like, wow, with all of this stuff, you don't know what to believe. But I have a question. How is it that so many celebrities are getting COVID-19? Like, are they congregating all together? Or is it like, what do y'all think that is? Because it's like whole basketball teams are getting them. Okay. People, when they go, Tom Hanks and his wife had it. It's like, is it because they're going to foreign countries or what's up? What do y'all think?
Barry?
I think it has to do with how they socialize. I mean, well, the explanation for teams getting it, like baseball and basketball teams, is you get one dumbass that goes to a club and doesn't wear a mask, and he comes back in the locker room and doesn't know he's infected, and now suddenly it's an outbreak on the entire team. With celebrities, let's be real. Famous people think they're invincible. Okay, they only wear the mask because it's cliche and it makes them look good and socially aware in public. But they all think they're gods. They all think they're invincible, and I don't need a mask. I'm Tom Hanks. Huh?
Or Geppetto.
Yeah, there you go.
Heather,
Yeah.
what do you think about that?
Well, it just solidifies my theory that celebrities only hang out with other celebrities. That's obvious.
They do. Yeah.
And they just have sex and tell each other how great they are, and then they get COVID and they deserve it. So there you go.
Short and sweet. I like it. Leah?
Oh God. I would agree with. Couldn't have said it better. I think that it's interesting that there seem to be some issues with some of the tests. That's concerning. We should probably have reliable tests at this point. Months in. So, I think by and large, but there's obviously a margin of error going on because there have been some instances of people getting negative tests and then a positive test right after, so that's obviously totally fucked up. Yes, but it does make sense that whole teams would get it together. I mean, they're sweating in the same vicinity together and spreading their COVID spores. Have you listened to Alyssa Milano's podcast?
No, I have not. Is it good?
It's interesting.
It's interesting.
Give it a go.
So, Leah, are you saying it's good or bad, or you say interesting?
It's very politically charged. She has really interesting guests on. And so if you want to get, I mean, I feel like I'm walking around every day just trying to keep my fury at bay. So I have to keep my political podcasts to a minimum because my head's going to explode.
Yes.
But she's got some good guests on that offer some pretty interesting perspectives. So I recommend it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So before we get you guys out of here, what do you guys think about the state of entertainment? Do you think COVID-19 is put a cramp on it, or you think we're going to get back to normal, or this is the new norm with this whole COVID-19 pandemic thing?
I'll go, I guess.
Right.
So Leah and I on Wednesday nights work for, we do live music supervising for a D&D show. And we used to be in a studio, and we've had to transfer everything to being online only. And it, for the foreseeable future, is not going to be any other way. I think it's going to be a new normal where they're going to have, like Tyler Perry has a big, he'll have this big compound where everybody comes in quarantines for 2 weeks, and then everything is sort of brought in and you tape your TV show or your movie or whatever. I mean, especially in America, our numbers don't seem to be going down. So I think there's going to be a new normal of how things are shot. And I think it's going to be actors and crew quarantining and then doing their thing, and then that'll be that, at least for the foreseeable future, if you ask me. I don't see any other way to do it.
I agree. Leah?
Yeah.
I agree, but I do think eventually there's going to be some sort of preventative vaccine of some sort. Obviously, they're working on that, and I think eventually there will be a handle on this, and it'll slowly trickle back to somewhere where it was before. But productions are obviously doing, like what Tyler Perry said. I know a couple of actors who are working on things. They have to get like 2 COVID tests a day, and they're all sort of lumped together in quarantining. But as far as the live part of entertainment, like I said, my husband does live sound for bands. So that is going, I don't know when there's going to be live musical concerts again. And that I have so many friends who are musicians, and they're trying to, what are you going to do? What do you do with all the crew and all the gear that goes in the live music production? Now what happens? So that's going to take a while. I think that's going to take longer than, film and TV production to come back. Is my thought.
Right. Barry?
Yeah, I think it's the temporary normal. I think at some point when we get a vaccine or a cure or whatever the technically correct term for it is, when that exists, we operate in a flu season. And I'm not the asshole that compares this to the flu. What I'm saying is, at one point that was a pandemic and an issue. And I'm glad somebody's dog agrees with me. But I think that I think we do get back to normal eventually. But what I think you have seen is that people have learned to be more efficient with the way that they do things. So I don't think that necessarily the entertainment industry is dead. I think what we've done is, like in the case of my show and your show, and we've created new avenues and new revenue streams for people and new ways of doing things.
Absolutely.
I think there's still going to be stand-up comedy. There's still going to be live music and everything else. But I think it is different for now. I do think we're going to lose a lot of venues because of this, but there will be new small businesses that open and seize that moment to say, well, hey, there's only 1 club or 2 clubs or 5 clubs right now because the other's closed. Let's open a second, third, or fifth, or sixth, or whatever.
Well said. Gloria, what's your take?
Yeah, I definitely don't think that the entertainment industry is gone, but it's absolutely changed. I don't believe that it'll ever go back to the way that it was, because we're past those days. We're not going to go back to that. It's just going to be something different. This time has forced people to become more creative, create different platforms, which is good. Diamonds are created under pressure. And so with a lot of times, you don't even know what you're capable of doing until you're put in a position to where you got to do something different. Mm-hmm. So I just think this is an excellent time for a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of it gives you an opportunity. Okay, let's take this to another level and see what we can do, because you're not going to stop doing comedy. You're not going to stop singing. You're not going to stop, because that's who you are, right? That's running through your veins. So you just find another way to give your gift to the world.
Wow, you guys are giving some good takes. I love this. This is awesome. This is awesome takes. All right, guys, music time. We have a group called the Music Garage about to bless the stage. So I think we have Heather going first, right?
Yes, I can do that.
So since they usually perform as a team, put the camera on me first so I can bring them up first. All right, so they usually perform together as a duo, but since obviously COVID-19 kind of put a little monkey wrench on everything, so they're doing it individually, but they're still powerful nonetheless. First performer, man, she is amazing. Give it up for Heather Stewart.
Let's go. All right, here we go. We'll get right to it since we're 2 hours in. And I'm not tired, and I'm not yours. You're an open window, and I'm a closed door. You're so optimistic, and I can't see why you think you can fix it when I just want to cry. Once we get over, but it's never gonna be like what it is alright. You hate my favorite dress, the one I always wear. I wish that even one time you might shave or fix your hair. Some days I just don't listen, but you talk anyway. Some days I just don't get it. I think that's okay. Once we get over, it's never gonna be like what it is alright. So meet me in the middle. What it is what it is. What we are is beautiful. So meet me in the middle. What it is what it is. And what we are is beautiful. And I'm not tight, and I'm not yours. We don't care anymore. Once we get over, it's never gonna be like what it is alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. My hair got in my mouth and I couldn't get it out.
Awesome, man. That's awesome, Heather. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Thank
Good
you.
Stuff. All right. No pressure, Leah.
Jeez.
Leah,
That's so hard not to sing along.
I know, we sing all the time together. Yeah.
It's what's so weird, right? It's like you've seen her perform, like, I can't even sing with her if I wanted to.
I know that harmony.
I thought Barry was singing tonight.
This is the rhythm of the night.
All right, Leah.
Rhythm.
Oh, goodness. All right. This is a true story. I wrote for friends that got married. Sometimes it's hard to remember how your own songs go. Hold on. Yes, okay. Never know who you'll meet when you sign up for Match.com. She was feeling skeptical when she got the call, which was alright. Oh, it turned out to be one hell of a summer fling. Summer fling. Yeah, yeah, he said, I've got tickets to Jimmy Buffett, and I think you should go with me. She debated, then she called McKenna, who said that it would be alright. Oh, it turned out to be one hell of a summer fling. Summer fling. Yeah, yeah, yeah. After all, it was a fantastic time. The lawyer and heavy machines operator perfectly intertwined. Shoot! Machines operator perfectly intertwined. Oh, oh, oh. Wedding bells and baby showers, sailing and skiing days, we committed all the way, and everyone knows it would be alright. Oh, alright. Oh, it turned out to be one hell of a summer fling. Summer fling. It turned out to be one hell of a summer fling. Summer fling. Yeah, yeah,
Bravo. That was amazing. How do you guys become a duo? How did y'all become a band? How did that come about, by the way?
Oh God! How much time do you have?
I know.
We both won an award at the Malibu Music Awards for 2 different songs, and the night before the show, they had us do a gig, and it was a total shit show. It was terrible. It was totally unorganized, and I was like, I'm gonna need a glass of wine. So I went over to the bar, and then I'll let Leah take it from here.
Well, I walked in 5 minutes before and also was like, this is going to be a shit show. I need a glass of wine. So when I saw her go through the same thing and go to the bar, I was like, you and I are going to be friends. And we ended up hanging out the next day at the award show, and we were just like, blah, 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 blah. And then we ended up doing a couple gigs together, and cut to, I had this, I will be as succinct as I can. I got really high with my husband and came up with the idea of doing a spoof of a late 60s girl group parody comedy group called the Boubet Sisters. And so I called another friend of ours, Karen, and I said, hey, do you feel like putting on like big like 60s wigs and crazy dresses and singing dirty songs? And she said yes. And I called Heather and asked the same thing, and Heather said yes. So we performed comedy together for 5 years, but also did gigs together where Heather got a song on NCIS, and she toured, and so I played the keys for her and toured with her, doing backup vocals and playing keys, and then we just started playing more music together. Cut to, all of a sudden we're composing for TV and film together. So that's kind of how it happened.
So that's just the last 10 years in 2 minutes.
All right, hold up. Barry got to leave. So Barry, plug your stuff, Barry. Sorry about that, Barry. Plug your stuff.
No, all good. I just got a heart out. I got to go run to the post office and do all this bullshit.
Yeah.
My wife gave me errands, but I appreciate you having me. I had a great time. I enjoyed all the ladies. You guys are amazing singers. I can't wait to hear more from you. But yeah, if you want to follow me on social media, it doesn't matter what it is. It's right there on the screen at Barry is Funny. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. I don't have that. I'm too old for it. No TikTok, but yeah, just at Barry is Funny if you want to follow me.
Real quick, Barry, would you want to work with them again? Because I'm trying to pair you all together. Would you work with them again?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right, now, see, this is where you should have said no. Like in the video.
I can think of nobody I'd rather argue with than these two ladies. Right now.
I know that's right.
I love it, though. I love that. I love all y'all married. So it kind of bounced off of different points of view, and it was a great show, man. Thank you for doing the show, Barry.
I appreciate you guys.
I'll hit you
take
later.
care. Be safe. Wear your fucking mask.
All right, Barry's gone. Yay. So continue with the story. So you guys, how long you guys been a band?
Well, the weird thing is we're not really a band per se. I mean, we play out together, but we've sort of fallen into this composing thing that we've been doing. So we've written some theme songs, and we're working on a couple songs for a horror film right now. And then COVID happened, so we're not really playing out, obviously. Playing together, as you know, that's not a thing. So yeah, we play out when we can. We write our own stuff when we can, and then do comedy when we can, and then do composing when we can.
Right, that makes sense.
I mean, it's the day and age where you kind of have to do everything to kind of get by. So
no, understandable. Definitely understandable. All right, before I let you guys go, I like to ask my guest one word. Would you like to leave with our viewers? What word pops in your head and goes, this is the word I want to leave with my viewers? What is the word that pops in your head? And why?
Okay.
All right, Gloria.
Perseverance. And the reason why is because with all of this stuff that's going on right now, all of the stuff that you may have had going on in your lives before COVID-19 hit, you've got to keep pushing and going and persevering through all of this stuff. Because I promise you, it may be bad now, but seasons don't come to stay. So my word for you is perseverance.
That's a great word. Leah?
I think I would choose levity. I think things are very dark, and it's gonna get intense this year. It's gonna get even more.
November 3rd, yeah, November 3rd is gonna be very, very key.
I think that we have to remember to kind of stay light and stay. Keep smiling as much as you possibly can, and stay as light as you can, and try not to get mired down in the dark.
Heather?
I was going to say hope, but I think the thing that really comes to mind for me is kindness. I feel like everybody, everybody is here and here. And I feel like just being a little more open-minded and a little kinder to each other in any situation is going to help us move forward and out of this, is kindness. And that is the word that I would leave the show with, being kind to one another.
Those are great words, man. Those are great words. Yeah. So plug your social media stuff. Where can they find you guys? Where can they find you?
Our website for our composing and us as a duo is themusicgarage.net. So themusicgarage.net. And then my social media is all at Heather Stewart on Twitter, on Instagram, and then my website is heather-stewart.com.
Sweet. Leah?
You ditto what Heather said, and also I'm at leahfinkelstein.com. It's spelled exactly how it sounds. And my social media is LJ Finkelstein because someone else has Leah Finkel. Someone else has as Jewish a name as I do. I stuck with LJ Finkelstein, but that's where you can find me.
Gloria?
Gloria Barker. Whoa, what am I doing? Okay. Jesus, I'm like, Gloria Barker. No, My Heart Belongs to Him. On Facebook, My Heart Belongs to Him. Right? Barker. Jesus, I don't even know. Lord.
You do, to be fair, you have a long ass name on Facebook, so yeah.
Well, let me just say the reason why I'm gonna give you all just real quick because I gotta go feed my baby. But the reason why I picked him was my son, Gloria. My Heart Belongs to Him, Barker, because Gloria Barker just sounds so boring, and I was like, no, I need to. And my heart does belong to my baby, so.
Facts. That's all facts. That's all fucking.
I love
facts.
that.
Like I said, guys, please follow Gloria. Please follow Leah. Please follow Heather. I know Gloria doesn't want me to say this, but I'm gonna say it right now. This is Gloria's first time actually co-hosting a talk show, so give it up for her. She's amazing, right? She is amazing.
So
She's
great.
Amazing. Gloria, I need you to go feed your kid, but I need you to call me as soon as you finish feeding your kid. We need to talk after the show.
All right.
This show has been amazing, guys. Like I said, please follow these awesome people. Please follow Barry Laminack as well. This is Comics Talking Shit. And I will see you guys tomorrow night, same time, same place. Don't log off, Heather. I need to talk to you guys before you leave.
Okay.
Same time, same place. I'm your host, Cooey Genty. Peace.
Thanks, Koo. I'm still here.